In today's video, we're finding our style. What's yours? To find out, keep watching. Hi, welcome to the channel. I am Jill. So as I said in the intro, today we are going to be finding our style. Now, I share with you guys, I kind of know my style, but I want to help you find yours. So I share, if you are new here, welcome to my True Blue Tight Like Glue. Hugs and blessings to all my new subscribers. Hugs and blessings to you as well. So you guys, if you've been here for a minute, then you know that I am the youngest of 8, and I am the 7th girl. Well, I'm the eighth child, but the 7th girl. Pam is actually the 7th girl. So anywho, as you know, my sisters are older. So I grew up watching look, listen. I gotta take my shoes off because, child, you know, I've been doing some things today. So anyway, so I'm gonna get comfortable. We're gonna have some girl talk. So having the older sisters, I watch them. Remember I told you I'm a watcher. So let me say this. My oldest sister is 80, should be 84 this year. So I got to see them, honey. My sisters were some stylish chicks. Now, my oldest sister, the one that's 80, going on 84. Now, one of the looks that she had that I absolutely loved, now keep in mind, I grew up in like the late 60s, 70s. So I love the 60s. They had some wonderful styles I loved. She used to like to wear the scarves around her neck, and she tie them and twist them and do all that stuff. And then she had her French roll, baby. You couldn't tell me my sister was not the bomb, okay? My last two sisters, Pam and Sylvia, hunty. Now they were younger. They're still younger than the older ones. So I feel like it's an older set and then there's a younger set. But anywho, they were in the era of, in the 60s, wigs were big as they are now. They were big. I remember the little guys coming along with the little bags and had different wigs and stuff inside, and they go door to door knocking, trying to sell these wigs. But honey, my sisters, Pam and Sylvia, they weren't real big. I don't remember them wearing full wigs, but what they wore were Afro puffs. Baby, they had an Afro puff for every season, every reason, everything you could think of. I remember they would have the great big one that you wore in the back of your hair. You brushed all this back, and that would be just polished down, slick, and then this big Afro puff in the back. They had the 2 that you wear on the side. Now, baby, Pam had one that was like a cone. Picture a cone that was braided all the way around, and then at the top, there was an Afro puff. So I grew up watching them and watching their styles. Now, one of my other sisters, older sisters, Ruthie, that's why I got those glasses that I got, because the name of those glasses is Ruthie. Ruthie was in a social club. So baby, they were always having some kind of dance, and it was always formal, and they looked, my sister Sylvia was part of that group as well. They would look so fine, and I would stare at those pictures for hours and hours. So I'm telling you all this because I want you to get an idea of how my style was formed. So another thing, as I was growing up, I loved the old black and white movies before my time, but I didn't care. I just loved them. And basically, I liked a lot of the love stories, but I also liked how they dressed. How they dressed is what helped form my style, which I kind of feel my style is classic with a little bit of a modern flair, if that makes sense. So it was doing those old movies that I discovered pointed toe shoes. That's where my love for pointed toe shoes came from, was watching those old black and white movies, because what I noticed is that every look that I saw that I like, that was one of the common denominators, was the pointed toe shoes. And I don't care what they put it with. To me, it looked fabulous. I absolutely loved that look. So anywho, we're going to talk about it. So one of the things, if you're not really sure what your style is, one of the things I want you to do is create a mood board. Or in our technical world, you could take and maybe put on your phone a file where when you're on Pinterest or when you're on Instagram or wherever you get your inspiration from, do a screenshot, whatever you need to do, and put it in that file. And if you don't do it that way, then use the mood board. If you see something where you're looking at a magazine or something, you go, oh, that look right there, now that's me. Cut it out, put it on your mood board. If you have a way to print out something from Pinterest or Instagram, do that. Put it on your board. And then after, let's do it for about a month. And then after you do that, I want you to go back and look at what the common denominator in each picture is, because there's going to be one. And once you find that common denominator, then you're really, really, really close to what your style is. So next, after you do that, go to your closet. Open it up, sis. Go through, that piece in the back you forgot you even had. But check out your closet. And I guarantee there is something in that closet that matches something on your mood board. It might not be exact, but what I mean, it's going to have the same feel, the same style, the same whatever. And it's the same way with your jewelry. Put jewelry on the mood board, then go back, check your jewelry box. See what the common denominator is. And then that's your style. Now, there are several styles. Remember, I was talking about the parties. Well, there's several styles. I'm gonna have to try to revert to my notes, but I know you've got your classic style, you got your grunge style, you got your Art Deco style, you got your streetwear style. There are very, very, very many styles. Once you see what your common thread is or your common denominator in all, your mood board and your closet and your jewelry and all that, your glasses, all that, your shoes, all that makes a difference. So then go through, get online, go through and say, okay, so this is what I like. Is this streetwear? Look up streetwear and see what that looks like. Look at grunge, see what that looks like. Are you grunge? So a lot of my influences were, I love some, if you're old enough, back in the day, they used to show this movie every year. Once a year, they would show this movie. Especially when we had Turner Movie Classics. Yes, I was that girl. I love that channel. Anywho, on there, they would always show once a year the Imitation of Life. Now, there's two different movies. There's the original and then there's the remake. The remake is the best one, and that's the one with Lana Turner. Now, what I love about that movie, other than the storyline, if you are of the young persuasion, I promise you, I will not steer you wrong. Look up Imitation of Life with Lana Turner and watch that movie. First of all, before you start, get your Kleenex, get your favorite blanket and curl all up, because you're going to cry and you're going to love this movie. But what I loved about the movie was how they dressed her. Well, not just her daughter, the maid's daughter. I absolutely watch. You'll see pointed toe shoes. You're going to see pointed toe shoes. I absolutely loved that movie. It was in that movie where I first saw, she had on a two-piece set. It was a top with matching pants. Now, see, this is where I think this was during a time when pants were becoming more, well, they were just I think they were just becoming popular for women because, you know, it was more dresses for the women, especially, you know, out in public. But anyway, the dresses were. So she had on this two-piece. It was a crew neck top. It had some matching pencil pants. That's what I call them, cigarette leg pants. Is that right? Cigarettes. They say that because the leg is skinny. And they came up kind of high. But baby, hers had the extra piece like a train. Oh, honey, she's flipping and flapping. That was the first time I saw that. So I think that's relevant now. And that style was before the 60s. Yeah, it had to be before the 60s. Might have been like that particular movie, I think, was portraying the 50s maybe. I don't know. But honey, watch the movie. I absolutely love that movie. I love Diana Carroll. She was always neat and elegant and put the, honey, loved her. I loved how Lena Horne dressed. I love how Nancy Wilson, baby. If you don't know who she is, she was a jazz singer. Nancy Wilson was so neat and so elegant. So these were women that I grew up admiring. These are women whose taste in clothing I grew up admiring. So naturally, along with my sisters, naturally that kind of made my, that kind of helped make my style, or form my style, I should say. So use that mood board and see where you're leaning. See what keeps being the common denominator. Because like, just because I'm I have a classic style, don't mean that I don't like some of the other styles, because I'll take a piece of maybe the preppy style. I might steal a piece from that. So you still will have things that you like from other styles, but your common denominator, your common style will be whatever's on that mood board or what's in your closet. So you guys, wait a minute, I don't want to leave nothing out, because while speaking of your different styles, okay, and I probably should have started the video off with this, because the basic parts of your style, what's going to make your style look fabulous no matter what it is your undergarments. So you need to invest in your undergarments, because it's like building a house. You have to have the foundation. So if you got shoddy foundation, you can have a shoddy house. Same thing with your dress. If you know your undergarments aren't I'm trying to say this in a nice way. If your undergarments ain't right, then your outfit is just it's not gonna be right, sis. It's not gonna be right. So invest in your bras, especially if you are a chesty lady. Our smaller ladies, you still need to invest. They won't spend as much as, you know, we spend, because it's less material. But anyway, no digs at you, sis. No digs at you. I remember when I stayed at 34B until probably the year after I got married. It was like after I got married and they took off. But anyway, so invest in your bras. Make sure you have not only I think we all, because now you see how I'm looking today? Let me scoot back a little bit. See how my waistline looks more defined, or what have you? That's because of I call them long line bras. The bras that come down further. I have on a long line bra. Have you a couple of those? Have you two full cup bras? Have you a bra that you can do different things with the straps, like crisscross them? Have one that's deep plunging for those deep plunging dresses and tops. Have one where the back comes all the way down. So even if you have to buy these bras one at a time, because I do understand bras are expensive. They really are. So, not unless you catch them on sale, honey, because Lane Bryant have a sale if you're a chesty girl. So, and during that time is when I advise getting you, when you find a good sale, then get in there, girl, get you some good bras. Now, as far as your panties, sis. Okay, back in the day, I could wear a thong, honey. That's when I thought it was, But make sure your panties are fitting properly. Let's say that. Let's not have, how can I say this? You don't really want a panty line, because that will mess up your look, especially if you're trying to be dressy. Of course, you can have, your regular underwear for special times, and so make sure you have, the proper underwear with the right outfit. Okay, you don't want to wear, let's see if we can take an example. You don't want to wear like polka dot bikinis with a white linen pair of pants. That's not going to look very flattering. Is it going to draw attention? Yes, but is that the kind of attention that you want? So think about that. Think about the attention that you're drawing by the way that you are dressing. So, your bras, your panties, also your shapewear. Remember, I did a video talking about shapewear, and there's different levels of shapewear. You have your lightweight shapewear, your medium, and I call it the clank clank, the clank clank shapewear. And then they need to be different lengths, because for different outfits, you're going to need different lengths. They got the panty shapewear. Now, I'm not a super fan of the panty shapewear, and the reason being, I'm looking around because I need to stand up to show you what I'm talking about. I'll just stand up. You don't mind me standing up, do you? Because I want you to see what I'm talking about. So, I don't like panty shapewear because, see, a lot of people call these hips. Technically, these are not hips. Your hips are up higher. When you get measured, they measure you here. These, when I was in school, there was a girl. She used to tease me all the time. You and your saddle bags is what she called them. But anywho, let me stand back up. So, if I wear a full brief, it tends to cut, and I don't like that you can see. You know what I'm saying? So, that makes me not a fan of the panty shapewear. Even with regular panties, I like a high cut panty, because I don't like that. I don't like that, I want a high cut in the front, because I don't like that line that forms. So, get whatever your preference is. I'm ready to tell you what to get, sis. No, you get what works for you, because we're all built different and our bodies are different. So get what works for you. They have the short, kind of like, what do you call them? Like the boyfriend shorts, I like to call them, but they're actually like a shaper. So the shapers come all the way down to your ankle. You can get them all the way down to your ankles, like for pants, or below your knee, at your knee. That's why I like below and at my knee, because if you watched that previous video, I don't like any kind of line showing. I just really don't. I like a smooth look to make it go, just effortless. That's the look that I want. So just make sure that whatever your style is, your undergarments are on point, that your undergarments are making your outfit, because it will make your outfit. Okay, so another thing, every now and again we need to go through our closets, and it is probably best to do it at the end of each season. The things that have, been worn to the point where you really need to get rid of it, then go ahead and do that. I need to do that myself, so I'm preaching to myself. I'm singing to me, because sometimes I'll just want to hold on to a piece because I just think it's so cute, girl. Child, it's time to either lay it to rest or pass it on to someone it can be useful to. Okay, so that's where I want to go with that. I'm going to put at the end of this video a lot of my influences that help form my style. And I really and truly thank you for watching this video. I hope you got something from this. I hope I help. But remember, that mood board is going to help you. And honey, Pinterest, the different magazines, Instagram, I see looks on TikTok. What you can try TikTok. You never know. You might even see some. You go, oh, you're gonna have to screenshot it to get it. But yes, honey. So once again, I hope this helped you think about your style. Think about some people, whether it be people people from your neighborhood, people from your church. Because I watch the ladies at church too. My former church. Baby, those women, yes ma'am, those were some very elegant women, and there were several that I admired their look. So look around you. If there's a celebrity whose style that you like, let me tell you somebody who I don't know where she gets her dresses, but baby, I love a lot of her dresses, and that's the Miss Gayle King, baby. Gayle King wears some cute, let me say it again, cute dresses. So anywho, I'm digressing. So I hope this video helped you to stop and think about your style, what your look is, and rock it, baby, with the proper undergarments. Rock your look. So I'm gonna close right here. But you know what I love to say? I love you from your toes to your soul. And until next time, stay safe and blessed. Bye, guys.